Lavia decided that he wants to join Liverpool. Sky Germany correspondent Florian Plettenberg reports that Southampton defensive midfielder Romeo Lavia is looking to join Liverpool in the summer transfer window. Liverpool are now in the favourite position to secure the services of the Belgium national team this summer. Plettenberg claimed that talks between the Premier League club and the Championship team are continuing, although Liverpool and Southampton have not agreed on a deal. The Saints, who were relegated from the Premier League at the end of last season, are seeking £50 million for the former Manchester City player. Plettenberg added that Liverpool manager Jürgen Klopp would like to sign Lavia personally in the summer transfer window. Chelsea are associated with Lavia, while Arsenal are allegedly interested in the young man, described as incredible by Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola. The Belgian significantly increased his stake by joining the Saints from Manchester City last season. He made a great impression at the base of his side's midfield. As the South Coast team was relegated from the Premier League and finished at the bottom of the table, courtesy aside, it came back with increased reputation. A summer exit from St Mary's is now almost certainly on the cards for Lavia. The Reds see him as a great option to strengthen their midfield, especially as Fabinho and Jordan Henderson are heading to new pastures. The 19-year-old is still at Southampton for the time being, but it seems increasingly clear that the Merseysiders are working hard to get a deal sooner or later. Belgian sources described Lavia's move to Liverpool as doors opening in the near future. The player himself is believed to be on alert as he awaits an important update from his manager. On the other hand, it is alleged that Lavia's representatives have just agreed to personal terms with Liverpool and the Reds are continuing their negotiations with the club. It was stated that Lavia was awaiting the green light from Liverpool and was a little upset that the move has not progressed so far. Liverpool are now ready to make their move and will allegedly open the tender at around £35 million. It is not yet clear whether Southampton is persuaded to sell at this price. Manchester City has a £40 million buyback clause on Lavia, but it can only be activated in 2024. It seems unlikely that Southampton will take less than that amount at the moment, but it's just an opening bid and Liverpool could go higher. Fabinho's replacement will need a natural retainer and Lavia can take on that task. The 19-year-old is still learning, but he showed encouraging signs for Southampton last season and was hailed as very special by Jadon Sancho. Liverpool see great potential in Lavia and Klopp is confident in his abilities. Lavia has made 29 appearances in the Premier League so far in her career. The young player scored 1 goal in these matches. Klopp can expedite his transfer plan as defence problems arise. Liverpool face the question of a new transfer. Jürgen Klopp cheerfully downplayed this shortcoming. But there is no doubt that Liverpool will be fully aware of a potential problem on the horizon. "I know, nobody wants to concede 4 goals, but there were 8 goals," said. After an intense training camp where 3 sessions a day was the norm, a friendly behind closed doors turned out to be unpleasant. He does not represent a regular fixture, especially against the German second tier, against the Greuther Fürth side, which is far down the line in terms of pre-season preparations. Still, that couldn't justify some of the sly-far defenses that saw the Reds concede 4 goals after the timeout. Individual mistakes by Adrian or Joel Matip, an opening that saw Liverpool getting more and more caught in the counter-attack, or their failure to close opponents were all too prominent. On Wednesday Karlsruhe scored 2 tremendous goals, but that was not the case this time. Of course, the problems in the defensive midfield point did not help. Nor is the tactical tampering that has seen Liverpool insist on a right-back role but have so far been unable to use Trent Alexander-Arnold in the position specially promoted for him. Just like individual performances, the defense needs improvement. Opponents infiltrate too much behind the defense. This is fueled by the unpretentious performance of Joe Gomez, as well as Virgil van Dijk and Matip, who are in their 30s. With Nat Phillips approaching the exit, the lack of high-end centre-back options besides Ibrahima Konate became more apparent during this camp period. With Fabinho nearly gone, Liverpool suddenly don't seem to be in an ideal position, if not short, certainly not in the heart of the defence. What seemed like a luxury at one point, this transfer window is in danger of becoming a necessity. Liverpool may need a new centre-back sooner than planned. On the other hand, Diaz's performance sprinkled water on the fans. It might just be the opening goal of a friendly match, but it wasn't hard to see what it meant for Luis Diaz. The Liverpool winger, who received a square pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold 25 meters from the goal, in the middle position, prepared his goal position by passing an opponent before moving away from the other in the penalty area. Then he finished the bottom corner with a delicious right foot. He then experienced a goal celebration that punched the air in a mix of delight, challenge and relaxation. Because he definitely needed it in the new season after the injury. Diaz was overwhelmed as his forward friends all shone at Karlsruhe. That was much better than the Colombian, who faced a suitable scrap for the starting role on the left wing in the opening weeks. From the first whistle, he had a performance to show as he wanted to erase from his memory the previous campaign that was hampered by injuries. He's pretty much succeeded in that, too. The two youngsters on the other flank were seen to meet impressively, looking good with right-back Connor Bradley and Ben Doak at the front. Bradley, who improved on his season on loan with Bolton Wanderers, could leave on another tentative deal. But at least it gives an idea of whether Klopp will be included in his plans. Still only 17 years old, Doak remains raw. But this only contributes to his exhilarating pace, racing his opponents with speed and power. It will improve over time to make the right decision at the right time. And he's also durable, taking a heavy hit to continue to cause problems in another impressive 45-minute cameo. Shirt number 9, on the other hand, is starting to fit the Darwin Núñez quite nicely. After scoring a goal last Wednesday, the Uruguayan backed up with well-received support this time as part of their second-half team. And the way the forward scored both goals calmly gave great hope in the pre-season. The Uruguayan star is showing greater calm in the game this season. Núñez seemed to feel like he belonged, no longer desperately trying to impress. Indeed, only one notable save from Gruther goalkeeper Jonas Urbik prevented Núñez from finishing in a dramatic late win. Both goals were created by Mohamed Salah's good play, which Núñez took advantage of when the Egyptian returned favor with a cross on the far post to bring home the late equalizer. Their occasionally flickering insights last season continues to grow. Núñez has claimed that he expects his second season with Liverpool to be much more productive, as with his previous club Benfica. All the evidence so far points in that direction. Liverpool's offensive line is quite rich. Reinforcements came quickly to the midfield and will continue to come. But if reinforcements don't come in for the defense, this season could end in disappointment. After the midfield move, the attention must return to the defense.